Welcome to the Ball Don't Lie podcast, where we talk all things NBA basketball. I don't even know what episode this is, but we've been grinding, and uh, we have a episode that we had to do because yesterday we had a very blockbuster trade, I guess. John Wall got traded, and so did Russell Westbrook. So the full trade is Russell Westbrook to Washington for John Wall and a 2023 protected first round pick. We're just gonna get right into it. I just want everyone to give me your winners and losers, whether it's a team, a player. Let's start with teams, and then you guys can talk about players if you want. But who won, who lost? If both teams won, say both, and if both teams lost, same thing. Tejas, you can go first.
I have a really strong opinion about this trade. As for winners and losers as part of teams, I think if you had to pick a winner between the Rockets and the Wizards, I would say the Rockets won this trade. But both teams are losers in this game. I feel like this is just a lose-lose. John Wall and Russell Westbrook, you have equal contracts. They're like $40 million each. Also, both of them have the same play style. They don't shoot that well from the three. They rely on speed. But I feel like Russell's a bit more athletic, but that's another story for another day. And Wall's coming off an Achilles and ACL injury. And Russell Westbrook is coming off a bad playoff performance. So, both players are like at a downgrade right now. But if as in terms of players, I feel like a clear winner is Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook wanted his own team, and I love Westbrook. His play style is just it's just fascinating to watch. But he wanted his own team. He's not going to get his own team with Bradley Beal, but he's going to get to facilitate the ball around. And not only that, he's got his old coach back in Scott Brooks. I feel like that's going to play a big part. And I feel like they could get a playoff spot between 7 through 10. It just depends, though. But I feel like Russell Westbrook is a clear winner. Another winner I really don't think people are talking about is PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker gets to move back to the small forward position now with Wall, and he doesn't have to play the center spot anymore. Wall is going to be feeding Cousins a lot, and PJ Tucker is just going to be, he doesn't have to guard any more centers or like physical power forwards anymore. So that's a big dub for him. As for losers, Bradley Beal is the most obvious loser in this situation. He basically had his own team, and now he doesn't. He has to play with a solo act in Russell Westbrook. But I feel like he'll somehow make it work, but he's just a big loser. His stats and all that stuff, they're going to go down, but he's an obvious loser. Another major loser I feel in this trade is James Harden. Harden and Westbrook, they obviously didn't work, but John Wall is basically the same player. He's going to be basically, 1-2 usage rate. Both of them are going to have high usage rate. It's going to be basically like last year, and I don't feel like it's going to work. I don't think Harden really wanted that. So, I feel like he's a big loser. But besides that, overall, this is a lose-lose trade for both teams. But I feel like Westbrook will somehow make it work. But that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, Darian.
All right, so there's 6 main aspects for winners and losers. There's the Wizards, Rockets, John Wall, Westbrook, Beal, and Harden. So firstly, I'm gonna go over the players. I think John Wall wins this trade. Because he goes to a better city in Houston, and he's playing with a better player that's more ball dominant. I don't think John Wall is nearly as ball dominant as Westbrook, and I think to go with that, Harden also wins this trade because it was like a statement that he wanted to play with John Wall over Russell Westbrook. And for Houston, I think this is a win because I don't think they could have gone young pieces for Westbrook. Nobody really wanted him. Maybe New York, but the assets probably weren't good enough because I don't think New York would want to give up that much. They get a player who they can put with DeMarcus, and if John Wall's healthy, I think he can play really well and maybe get back to all-star form. He can shoot better, although he isn't a great shooter. His last season, where he was actually playing good and wasn't injured, he shot 37%, and Westbrook shoots under 30. He shot 26% last season, so it's a better shooter. So you can actually play 5 out with 5 shooters because DeMarcus can also shoot. And now on to Westbrook. I think Westbrook also wins this trade. He apparently wanted to go to DC. He can be the main primary ball handler on the Wizards, but I don't think it's his team. I think it's still Beal's team. And I think Beal also wins this because although his stats will probably get worse, he can win now better than he could have won with John Wall. And also he wanted Russell Westbrook apparently. He was pushing to trade Wall for Westbrook. I saw that I think a week ago when the trade rumors were coming out, a week or two ago. So I think he likes this move. And the thing is, if the Rockets mess this up, then the worst that can happen is they trade Harden next offseason because he's not a free agent for another 2 or 3 years. And then you start from scratch. This is a risk. Maybe this works. Maybe they can get to the conference finals with this team. I doubt it, but they have a pretty good 5-man lineup. And I think the Wizards, I might have talked about the Wizards. I think they win this. They get Russell Westbrook, who's better than John Wall. I think it all depends how the fit works. Because on paper, I think every single aspect of this trade people have won, or I guess you can say every aspect everyone's lost. I don't think someone won more than the other in this specific deal.
Yeah, I kind of agree with what Darian thinks. I'm gonna start off with the teams. I think that I'm opposite to Tatus. I think this is a win-win. The reason that I think it's a win-win is because of the fact that Harden and Russell Westbrook obviously didn't work. And from the Rockets' perspective, you're getting John Wall, who's more of a pass first guy. Like he literally has a reputation of getting people paid. Like I remember it was like he got Otto Porter paid, and he got I forgot they had like a big Marcin Gortat. He got him paid too. So he has a reputation of getting people paid because he's I mean Russell Westbrook can pass the ball, but he's not as pass first as John Wall is. So I think he's definitely going to get Christian Wood and DeMarcus Cousins, a lot of touches in the paint. And speaking of DeMarcus Cousins, he's a winner too because he gets to play with his college teammate from Kentucky. As far as the Wizards are concerned, I also think this is a win-win for them as well because you're getting someone that is still a very good player. Like John Wall is a big risk because he's coming off an injury. So it automatically makes your team better, and I think they're going to be a playoff team for sure, with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal. But we'll get into that when we do our conference predictions. When we're talking about the players themselves, John Wall and Russell Westbrook, I think they both also are winners because they both get what they wanted, which is a fresh start. Russell Westbrook obviously wasn't the man on the team, and I don't think he'll be the man necessarily on the Wizards because you have Bradley Beal who's established, but he'll definitely be more of a guy than he was playing alongside James Harden. So I think that he won, and John Wall also won because I heard that the reason John Wall was asking for a trade was because he found himself in a lot of trade rumors anyway. So he just felt unsettled by the situation. And he got a new start playing alongside James Harden. He has a pretty good chance of winning, more than he did in Washington. Um, if we talk about Bradley Beal and James Harden, I think Bradley Beal won and lost because I think Bradley Beal obviously wants to be the guy, but Russell Westbrook coming in might hurt that. But I think he also won because he has a better chance of winning with Russell Westbrook than John Wall, who's he's coming off injury, so we don't know how he's gonna be. Similar to what I said with the Wizards, but James Harden is where I see the only loser in this situation, and not because um I mean, obviously he's getting talent, but the thing about James Harden is he's gotten so many guys on his team that are supposed to be the second player to help, wheel them to a championship, like Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook now. And after short stints, they're all gone. And maybe you have to start looking at James Harden as a problem because I'm not saying he's like a cancer, but something has to be going on where all these guys that are being recruited to Houston are leaving after 1 or 2 years. So that really dents his, stock as a teammate. As a player, obviously he's brilliant, but It's just as like a teammate, people might not view James Harden as the same player anymore. Um, but yeah, man, I think that's it for this trade. It was very random. Like it just happened like out of the blue. Um, because I think the Rockets came out and said that they were looking to keep Harden and Westbrook till training camp. Um, and now they said that they're not looking to trade Harden either. So yeah, this is pretty random deal, but it was a big one, so we did have to address it. Now we're gonna move on to a game that I just came up with. It was an article that I saw uh, by Bleacher Report, and it's basically ranking the worst signings of the 2020 NBA free agency. Because obviously free agency is over, so we're just going to be taking a look at the worst signings, ranking them from you know we're going to do we're going to do 6 through 1 because there's 6 signings here. So I'm going to give you guys hints, and you guys guess what the player is, and then tell me if it makes sense. So at number 6, who they have is someone who is a center and who moved from a Western Conference team to another Western Conference team. Can you all guess who this player is?
Sorry, are these like trades that happen in the offseason or like free agents?
Free agent
Things?
Yeah, free agency signings that happen in the offseason. And this is the 6th worst one according to Bleacher Report.
Oh, I think I know.
And
Is that West? Yeah, it is. Is it Hassan Whiteside?
No, it is not Hassan Whiteside. It's a good guess though.
DeMarcus Cousins.
I'll give you another hint. He's not known for shooting the ball. He's known for just producing at the rim itself. He played with one team he played with one team his whole career. Until he signed with another team.
Who did
and I'll give you a hint as well. Montrezl.
Oh, okay.
It was a sign and trade. It wasn't just a signing.
Ooh, a West team to a West team.
Centers wise, who?
Sign and trade. It's
Is it a really
like
the team that he went to did not make the playoffs last year, but they were very close. They were in the bubble, but they didn't make the playoffs.
I'm not gonna look at my phone. It's not Hassan Whiteside that makes it.
Oh,
Oh no, he
Derek
has
Favors.
Who?
He
Derek
said Derek
Favors.
Favors.
Right?
Derek Favors stayed with the same team, I think. Derek Favors stayed with
Went
the
to
Utah.
Jazz.
He went to Utah.
Oh,
With the
never
Utah.
mind.
Okay, wait, I need to look at the teams that are in the bubble. 1 second.
Okay, so it's either the Kings. Could it be?
Oh no, he didn't go anywhere.
Who?
Okay, the team that he left made the playoffs in the West last year, and the team that he went to did not make it.
And it's a center.
It's a center that cannot shoot whatsoever, but he's done most of his damage at the rim. He's played with one of the best point guards in the league. Like he has played with two of the greatest. No, he's like a good, like a very good center, not like average. He used to be like all-star caliber, but like he's not. He's like a little bit off, but he's some people regard him as a top 10 center.
Really?
No. Who?
You're tripping. Don't say it. Don't say it. I think we can try to get it. Wait, I'm looking
Did
through
he
the
go
teams
to
right
an
now.
Eastern Conference team?
No, he went to a West. He said he went to the
You
West.
guys work together.
So confused.
Houston didn't lose a big. Oh no, it's not him. Sacramento.
No, they were
Didn't
in the playoffs.
But they were in the playoffs, and then he left a team that was in the playoffs last year to a team that wasn't in the playoffs last year, but was very
Tony
close.
Bradley.
No.
Oh no! I'm saying he was a top 10 center at one point in his career,
Okay. Then who?
and maybe still regarded as a top 10 center. Some I don't know. Some people might. Regard
He-
Oh! I got it. I was gonna say Steven Adams.
Yeah.
God
Tay just
damn
got it. Steven Adams.
Damn it.
You said sign and try. I
took
was
a while,
like,
but you-
okay, that's Steven Adams.
Damn, I just saw
got it. The reason that Bleacher Report has this as a bad deal is because of I think they said that it doesn't fit Zion's game, and also because they paid him a lot of money. Do you guys think 2 years, 35 million is a lot for Steven Adams?
No, I don't think.
I want to say In
maybe a
terms
little.
of game, it's not bad, but I will say
Maybe
this
it's
is
2
a
points.
bad trade for the Pelicans
No, I
because
think it's a good trade for the Pelicans. They got Eric Bledsoe and Steven Adams from them, and they
I
barely
don't
traded anything
understand
else.
like the Steven Adams part is bad because Steven Adams doesn't fit with the
That's
Pelicans,
true.
especially in
Yeah.
Zion's system. Zion can't shoot, and you want a stretch five, not a center who dominates at the rim.
Miles Turner would be good there.
Miles Turner would have been good.
Yeah, Miles Turner would be. I really wanted Jalen Smith to go to them, but he didn't fall. So,
Yeah,
um,
Steven Adams isn't really going to work, I think, for them, but we'll see.
okay, at number five, we have someone who stayed with the same team but just re-signed with a bigger contract. Was in the playoffs last year and was in the
AD.
Western Conference.
No,
No, it's not AD, but he's a power forward.
and he re-signed. Like, was he a free agent? Or he signed an extension.
No, he was a free agent and he re-signed with the same team, but with a bigger contract.
Western Conference or Eastern Conference?
West.
Power forward.
Power forward, Western Conference can stretch the floor pretty well. Made their team made the playoffs. And I was gonna say something, but I was gonna give it right away. He plays in the Western Conference. That's all I'm gonna say. But I told you like everything else.
He's a
won't
power
give it
forward. His team made the playoffs in the West, and he
It's not
re-signed.
Carmelo, is it?
No. No, he didn't sign on a bigger contract.
It's not Carmelo.
It's not Kristaps.
Not Porzingis.
It's not a Lakers player. No, not Phoenix. Bagley?
No, Bagley did not sign.
No, Clippers got someone. Portland, no. OKC, no.
No.
Denver, no. Utah, no.
OKC, no. Oh no! Wait, did the Rockets get Christian Wood? Is that
Yeah. No, but yeah, they got him, but he wasn't. They said
That's not
re-signing.
bad.
He was on the same team.
Dude, you're saying he just re-signed with the exact same team?
Yeah, he re-signed with the same team. Power forward, re-signed with the same team. David, if you want to guess, you can. He signed with the same team. He can stretch the floor. Their team made the playoffs last year.
Playoffs. Did you say Boban?
Their team did not make it to the conference finals.
Okay. Clippers?
Made the playoffs.
No, Clippers
Marcus
suck.
Morris.
Yeah.
Yes, Marcus Morris. Good job, Tejas.
Damn, that's good. Nice, Tejas.
The reason that they had it as the fifth worst free agency signing is because of the amount of money that they paid him. I think it was
16 million, right?
These are worse free agency signings. I thought they were the best free agency signings.
Oh, worst. It was because they paid him 4 years, 64 million. That's what this says.
Oh yeah,
David, you're a Clippers fan, David. Do you think this is bad?
He's not gonna say it's bad.
I mean, I do think we paid a little bit too much, but I don't think that the signing of him is bad because he's a really good defender. He can hit the three ball and a lot of stuff too.
Well, I think he's worth like $10 million a year. I don't think he's worth 16.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, go ahead.
Marcus Morris, he's a wing, and they needed someone to play power forward. So I mean, I guess it works, but the amount of money they paid is a little bit too much.
He makes 10. He's averaged 10 points a game on the Clippers. That's not worth $16 million.
He just got traded there. He's averaging 20 on the season.
No, he's not averaging. He's averaging 16.7 on the season. He played 19 games on the 10 points. That's not good. Like that's not worth $16 million.
He played 19 games with the team. It's a brand new team.
It doesn't matter. He's not worth 19. You don't get paid more millions than points you average. That's not how it works.
16.
Okay, 16. You still shouldn't get paid more.
I mean, LeBron gets paid more points than
that's LeBron, bro. That's literally LeBron.
Y'all could have gotten you guys could have gotten Jay Crowder for 3 years, 30. But that's what the Suns did, and he's basically like. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying
he's
better.
He's better. He's not.
He averaged more points. He plays harder. He has more heart, and he doesn't purposely injure Luka Doncic or anyone else.
Dude, okay. The thing I respect about Morris is
he didn't.
No, everyone knows he did.
I watched Morris on the Celtics for 2 years. That man would defend anyone.
Yeah, but he's on the Clippers now.
Yeah, the thing with
He does defend anyone.
Morris is a consistent shooter, unlike Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder is not consistent.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
makes
only thing about Jay
if he
Crowder
has
is
an
that he's
open
not
look, he's
consistent.
making it. If he has an open look, he's
Morris
making
is consistent. Keep that in mind.
Like Morris shot 31% on the Clippers from 3 this season. That's not very.
I didn't see.
Look at playoffs.
Yeah,
I didn't see
playoffs.
Jay Crowder played 20 games. He shot 46% on the Heat.
Look at the playoffs.
Oh, I didn't see Marcus Morris, but for Jay Crowder, he was really good in the Milwaukee and Indiana series, but against Boston and LA, he was not making any threes. So he is inconsistent. But I don't know about Morris because I haven't really watched him.
So see, the thing with he's consistent. The problem is he doesn't get any touches. All right, because Kawhi and Paul George dominate the touches. He doesn't get any touches.
In the playoffs, in the playoffs, he shot 48% from 3.
Yeah,
he lost to Denver
on 5 attempts from 3.
They lost to Denver though, so nobody cares. They lost to Denver.
All right, whatever.
All right, let's move on.
Don't overrate Morris.
Number four is a guy that went from a Western Conference team to an Eastern Conference team. Also a power forward. Went from a playoff team to a non-playoff team. I don't know if I'm
Jeremy Grant. I already know it. Jeremy Grant.
Nice.
Yeah, Tay just got it. Jeremy Grant.
That's a very good guess. Worse? I
literally knew it. As soon as you said playoff to non-playoff,
he got paid like 20 a year. What do you mean that's not bad?
He got paid. Yeah, he got paid a lot. Jeremy Grant and Marcus Morris aren't that different to me.
Jeremy Grant's a better defender. Man.
Yeah, agreed.
He's a slightly better defender, I'd say, but
worse. I don't know if you really want to talk.
Jeremy Grant can shoot though.
He can. He's just not on Morris's level of shooting.
I saw a comment about him the other day. He made a comment with the Pistons. He said, "Good."
I don't think it's that big of a difference as like overall. Like obviously, like one might be a better defender, but Marcus Morris isn't a liability, and obviously Marcus Morris probably is a better shooter, but Jeremy Grant isn't a liability on shooting either. So, I think if you pay him 3 years, $60 million, that's a lot of money. That's $20 million a year. You could.
The thing is,
that's the same amount that Gallinari's on, if I'm not mistaken. And Gallinari's way better.
Actually, a little bit less.
Jeremy Grant said he wanted a bigger role, and I think he got it. Good for him.
Because Nuggets offered him.
For him, it's good.
The Nuggets offered him the exact same thing. I don't know why he went to Detroit. I think that's like he made a mistake.
He wanted a bigger role.
Yeah, but he won't win there. He's not. He can't be. He's not even the best player on Detroit.
Blake Griffin's there. I don't know how he's gonna get a much bigger role.
He's gonna play small forward.
They're probably gonna
play small forward.
Yeah, he's gonna play small forward.
No, but still, Detroit sucks. He went from Denver to Detroit because he won a bigger role. He got the same amount of money.
Don't sleep on Detroit.
I don't even know how to
rebuild themselves.
I don't even know why Denver would offer.
They won't make the playoffs this year, but they'll be a team for the future for sure.
To be honest, if they actually stay consistent, they can make the playoffs.
I think they were trying to get Jeremy Grant so they can try to trade him to Detroit, maybe to get some pieces back. I don't think they would have kept him on a $20 million deal, like the Nuggets.
Hey, let's move on.
Can I say about the making the playoffs?
No, go for it.
They made a lot of additions. If you guys don't remember, I think everybody forgot about that. That's why we don't exclude them from the playoffs.
Well, I mean, we'll get to this in the episode that we're gonna record our conference predictions soon. But I don't, from off top of my head, I don't think they're gonna be a playoff team.
Yeah, neither.
Especially if you look at
but I don't know.
The Hawks and the Wizards and all, they got better too. So
I think they could be the 10. The top 10 seeds are.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's move on to number 3. So this player is a shooting guard who also moved, or he re-signed with the same team, but last season he got traded to that team from another Western Conference team. So the team that he was on last year, yeah, he's in the West right now, he re-signed with the team that he's on. But last year he got traded from another Western Conference team mid-season to the team that he's on right now. He's a shooting guard, and he was in some big news recently.
Oh, Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, not Jordan Clarkson.
No. that was a good guess.
He was in big news, but for non-basketball reasons recently.
Terrence Davis? Never mind.
No,
not Terrence. He played. So you know how I said he was on 2 teams last year. So the first team that he played on, he was very okay. Like when he got traded to the team that he's on right now, he like completely just like spazzed for the 14 games.
Malik Beasley.
Yeah, Malik Beasley.
Damn.
That's it.
I'm all over these.
Wait, Malik
Yeah, Davis is
Beasley.
doing pretty well.
Yeah, he averaged like 22 points in the games he played for me.
Averaged like
20?
21 points.
Yeah, so-
Damn. What they signed him to?
4 years, 60 million.
Yeah,
Damn.
50 million a year.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of
15.
that's like
15.
yeah.
Probably just banking on the fact that like he was really good for the 14
Yeah,
games.
he
that
averaged
played.
he averaged 21 with them.
He
Yeah.
never got the opportunity in Denver, and he did in Minnesota. So I mean, I could.
He started 0 games in Denver, and then he started
14
all the
games.
games.
Maybe they probably.
14.
Oh well, they can run. Oh no, he's gonna be on the bench now.
No, he's starting
No,
at
he's gonna
small
start. He's
forward.
gonna start.
Well,
Edwards will play shooting guard. D'Lo will play point guard. I don't know who's playing power.
no,
forward.
I think Edwards is
yeah,
gonna
they
be
got-
small forward. I think
I,
Edwards.
don't, I think
is
Edwards is gonna be. I think Edwards is gonna be small forward because Ricky Rubio's there. He got signed for like a lot of money or traded for a lot of money.
But Anthony Edwards is also.
Oh, Malik
6'5".
Beasley. Malik Beasley is going to start. They
Malik
pay him
Beasley-
15 million.
No, I think Malik Beasley and Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards is gonna be the small forward.
Who's their power forward?
Yeah,
They don't.
I have no idea.
They don't have one.
I want to look it up.
James Johnson?
All I know is that they have. No, he got traded to the Mavericks. They have Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Hernan
That's not
Gomez.
going to cut it.
Yeah.
They
But
they
overall,
signed Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Overall, it's not a good deal at all. Well, I mean, maybe if he like blows up, but for right now,
They have Roke. Oh no,
Cubs
they
just
traded
paid
Roke.
that money.
I'm trying to look at their power. Josh Okokie's a point guard.
No,
No.
he's a shooting guard slash small forward. And they also
What? They
have
had him
Jarrett
listed in the-
Culver. They also have Jarrett
Yeah,
Culver.
have him listed as a
they're really
point
like
guard.
the wing heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wing heavy.
Yeah, they have a lot of wings. They just don't have a
They
power.
have Kata Bates Diop.
And they have good point guards.
Aiden McDaniel,
Rubio and D'Lo are some
Nasri.
good point guards.
Oh, they have Jared Vanderbilt, Nas Reed, and Kata Bates Diop,
David
and
Diop is the GOAT. If you watch KO24Q, you know why.
Ed Davis, Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, they got Rondé.
Oh, they signed Rondé. Yeah, I forgot. He's gonna be the starting.
I think.
He might start. He might. I don't know how good his offense is, but I know defensively he's pretty good.
He's really good defender.
All right, wait. Let's go to 3. Is it 3 now?
Yeah,
It's
for
2.
sure.
We're gonna move on to 2.
All right.
I already have a feeling I
Okay.
know who 2 and 1 are. But go ahead.
2 is someone who moved on, who's signed with the team that we already talked about, like in this list so far.
Gordon Hayward.
And Gordon Hayward. We didn't talk about the Hornets.
Oh.
How much you want to bet? I could bet it's Mason Plumlee straight off the bat.
Yeah, it's Mason Plumlee.
I'm on
What?
fire, bruh.
Tejas, you have to have this. You probably has the
He's
No,
website.
I don't have this list pulled up. I legit do not have this list pulled up.
And
Literally,
I,
I knew it because
Okay, well, obviously-
we talked about the Pistons.
okay,
and
let's
Mason
get one.
Plumlee moved from the Nuggets to the
Let me
Pistons.
get one. Gordon Hayward's number 1.
Yeah, Gordon Hayward is
Probably.
number 1. But let's
Let's
talk about
go.
It was pretty
Let's talk
obvious.
about Mason Plumlee. Let's talk about Mason Plumlee first.
What is
So
it?
Mason Plumlee, obviously, the ridiculous amount of money he's getting paid, and
Oh
the amount
my
of centers
God.
that the Pistons have.
What?
What the hell?
How much
3
is it?
years and
How much is he
25
getting
million. 3
25?
years, 25 million.
3 years.
Per year or like for 4 years?
For 3 years. For 3 years.
Three.
Oh, that's not that.
$8
That's
million
not
a year for a center that's coming off the bench?
860. That's like 8 million.
8 a year.
Drafted
It
a
is
center. They drafted a center. They got Jahlil Okafor. Didn't they get someone else too? They have a ton of centers on their roster.
They have Henson. They have what's it called Plumlee. They have the center they drafted.
They
They
have
have,
Dwayne. They have
Okafor.
Dwayne Dedmon too.
Oh,
they
this
have,
is a
they
rent.
have 5 centers. What the hell?
What team are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Pistons.
Detroit?
The
Oh.
Pistons.
They have 5 centers.
Well, he got paid 8 million. He got paid like what Montrez got paid.
Less.
Less than Montrez.
1 million less. Or sorry, 2 million less a year.
But I
And
will
yeah.
say Mason Plumlee is kind of slept on when Jokic isn't. He's a good
Yeah.
defensive
Bro.
center.
No, he's not
Defensive
defensively. No, like okay, here he's supposed to come on for Jokic. He's supposed to come on for Jokic so he can like play the defense. But like on like the play with AD who hit like when he hit the game winner, it makes him Plumlee like
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason Plumlee screwed up
He was
on
the one
that
who
play.
messed up. He should have followed AD. I don't know why he tried to
Yeah.
switch.
He did mess up on
He was
that
tying
play.
he was tying his shoe, I think.
I'm gonna just watch that again. I just
No, he wanted to make a switch with whoever was guarding LeBron. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, he
Oh, no,
tried to
that's
switch
funny.
with Jeremy Grant, Tried to switch to Jeremy
Someone-
Grant on that play.
someone
And
was-
messed up.
Yeah, someone was tying their shoe. That's all I know.
I'm gonna watch
Um,
it. Oh, I think that was another buzzer beater. Or never mind.
No, it was just the game 2 buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm gonna
if the
watch it.
Nuggets would have won that game, imagine it would have been 2-2 at game 4 or game 5. We might have had a 7-game series, but Mason Plumlee screwed up.
Was he tying his laces?
All right.
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
Someone said he was tying his laces, but someone said someone was tying their laces. I forgot who it was, but I don't know.
No.
Number
Okay.
one or number one.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. So AD was being guarded by Mason, ran around, and Jeremy Grant stayed on LeBron. He didn't switch, and Mason Plumlee had like an open lane.
You keep on
Granted.
cutting off. You cut off a lot.
Did I?
Yeah.
But go ahead. Say it
Yeah,
again.
just say it again.
AD ran around LeBron at the 3-point line. LeBron was at like the free throw line, so he had a lot of Mason Plumlee had a lot of space to follow. Jeremy Grant couldn't see Mason Plumlee and Mason Plumlee was telling him to switch. So Mason Plumlee went on LeBron, so they like double teamed LeBron and they left AD open.
Yeah.
That's a
That's what I
mistake.
thought.
You can't leave AD open. I mean,
You
you
can't
can
leave anyone open,
Alright.
really.
You can't leave
That was a
anyone.
banger shot, man. I got that jersey too. I got this Lakers 8 jersey, but it was like Kobe, obviously.
All right, go ahead. Number 1. We know who it is.
Number one, obviously, is Gordon Hayward. Tatus, I'm gonna let you go first on this. Do you think this is the worst deal of free agency?
Nah, actually, I do not. I want to be honest with you, okay? Gordon Hayward to the Hornets is okay. Think about it. Charlotte is a small town. Okay, they're not a big city, and this is the best type of free agent they're gonna get. Okay, they're not gonna attract the LeBrons, the Kawhis, the Paul Georges, the Jason Tatums. They're not gonna attract them, so they have to go for these previous All-Stars like Gordon Hayward. And you know what? Credit to Gordon Hayward's agent, man. Like, I don't know how this man fleeced Michael Jordan out of $30 million. Fleeced him. Okay. But, you know, I feel like Gordon Hayward's going to go back to his regular 18. He'll average like 18, 4, and 7, somewhere around those
more than
numbers.
18 points because he's on a worse
Maybe
team.
more than 18. You're right, David. Maybe more than 18.
He'll probably have 20 and a half.
He'll definitely average maybe 4 or 5 assists and maybe 6, 7, 8 rebounds a game. He'll be productive. He'll be productive for him. But I feel like this is another Nick Batum case because when Hayward reaches around age 34, he's going to be on the decline. So this might be a Nick Batum case.
I think it is a Nick Batum case. Cause,
All right, go ahead. I know Darian is waiting to squeal his mouth about Gordon Hayward and how trash he is. Go ahead, Darian.
I don't think Gordon Hayward's trash. I just respect him for leaving the. So, I think.
Okay, the Celtics got a $28 million trade exception for that.
What are they gonna do with that?
Nobody's talking about that.
Who's going to Boston though? Like, who wants to go to Boston? Like, who actually wants to go to Boston? Has a free agent signed except for Gordon Hayward there? Like, you just draft everyone you have.
We got that's the work of champions. Okay, we drafted our team.
Champions.
Okay? The Lakers drafted Lonzo, Ingram, and they didn't do anything at LA.
I mean, no, we used them to get AD.
No, shut your mouth. We drafted Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Terry Rozier, and Jaylen Brown, and they have all been studs for us. Okay, they haven't won a championship yet, but they will in the future because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are going to take even a bigger step this year, especially without Kemba for the first month. Y'all better watch out. Okay, the Celtics might be the top seed in the East this year. Y'all just sleep.
Absolutely not with Kemba missing the first I
want to remind you. Back in February when Jason Tatum had his 30-point streak, where he just couldn't stop going past 30 points. This man played without Kemba. Without Kemba, Marcus Smart took a big leap. Jaylen Brown started taking a big leap, and Jason Tatum went superstar. Okay, you can't deny that fact.
But the East got better. They were the 3 seed last year, and the East got better.
Just to defend both of you, like Darian said that no one signed there. Didn't Kemba technically?
Kemba did sign.
No, Kemba signed. It's like fair enough, but like he's not.
Okay, and then also to defend Darian, there's no way that the Celtics are going to be number 1 with the Bucks in their conference. The Bucks are going to be the number 1.
And the Nets.
Okay, fine. Maybe the Bucks, but I think they'll be a 1 or 2 seed. Okay, Boston usually does well in the regular season.
Because Nets, they could
the Nets don't have chemistry at all.
They don't have it yet.
They don't
Yes,
have chemistry at
stages.
all.
The season
The-
before last season, they're like the team with one of the most chemistry. But in the last 2 seasons, they made a lot of changes, so that chemistry's like gone.
I think they have
No,
chemistry, bro. You
no,
thought
no, they are.
Kyrie and KD were doing podcasts together, bro.
No,
Yeah.
they have chemistry.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they're
like
going to be a
chemistry
really good
on the
team.
basketball court.
No, KD and
Oh, wow.
Kyrie are going to fit together really well. I'm
Yeah, but
100%
how are they going to
sure.
get
I think-
everybody else incorporated? As soon
They-
as you know
no.
Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, they're going to be mad that they're not getting the ball.
They have a players coach for that same reason, to make the chemistry fit. That's why they brought in Steve Nash. They didn't need a guy for X's and O's because they have the talent. They brought in Steve Nash to make everything like gel together because he's a players coach. It's like how Steve Kerr did with the Warriors. Obviously, they drafted their players, but when they got Kevin Durant in, he seamlessly fit everything together because he's a players coach.
I don't know. The Nets are going to be interesting this year. And when we talk about our Eastern Conference standings, it's going to be interesting. But go ahead. I know, Suhas, you have an opinion about Gordon Hayward too, so go ahead.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with what you said about the fact that no one is going to Charlotte, so I don't think it was that big of a risk to throw the amount of money that did at him because if like I mean like he's gonna get opportunity and that's what you want for someone who's he's not coming off an injury, but the injury like certainly affected him because he wasn't number one. He wasn't like the number one option anymore, and he still might not be with LaMelo, but he might be number two. But he didn't really get to show himself his like full package in Boston, especially when it came back from the injury. So I think it'll be a good situation for him to show his full package. And wait, is everyone said everything about Gordon Hayward?
I think so.
Yeah, that's it. But
All right, okay,
I think that this. I feel
yeah.
like this. Oh god! I was gonna say this free agency / trade stuff that happened this offseason was better than expected. I
Yeah,
thought it was gonna be super dry.
I didn't. I actually thought it was going to be. It's just like there was a lot of. I think there was a lot of surprises.
Yeah, a
That
lot of
made it.
surprises.
I agree.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the season because since when we recorded our last episode, like there's been a lot that came out like tentative schedules, like preseason stuff. We're gonna talk about something that it just came out. It's kind of funny. The Christmas Day schedule. What are your opinions on the Christmas Day schedule?
If I can go first, I think it's. Can you remind me what the matchup? Sorry, I think there was 4 games.
But yeah. I'm gonna. It's 5 games. I'm gonna remind you what the matchups are. Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Nets, Celtics, Pelicans, Heat, Warriors, Bucks.
Okay, I think it's disrespectful to have the Pelicans there because they haven't earned anything.
Exactly. Thank you.
to be Christmas Day.
Why are the finalists playing against a team that didn't even make the playoffs? Can someone please tell me that?
All right,
It makes
okay.
no sense
Let me,
whatsoever.
I think
let me
Raptors-
say one. Let me say one thing. The NBA has lost so much revenue. They need all the box office they can get, and box office is Zion Williamson. And
He's
which
gonna
is
like
why-
rest. Watch him rest. He's gonna
Well,
just
I'll
sit
be
up.
surprised if he rests. They're definitely going
And
to play him
what's
against
it called? The fans
on
won't. The
Christmas.
fans won't. What's it called? The fans won't. know.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't care if the Pelicans are there, but like, why are you putting them against a team that made the finals? Like,
I think it should be
usually
the
the team that
Raptors.
made.
Yeah, I think Raptors should
Yeah,
be there instead of the
I think Raptors should be in there too. Though.
They have a new like.
I mean, obviously, like they want to fill up the seats. If they're going to be any fans, but like they want to get the revenue.
I think most teams will have, like Lakers, Clippers.
I'll tell you
will have-
what. I'll tell you what I'm excited for. I'm excited. The 2 games I'm excited for: Nets, Celtics, and Mavericks, Lakers. That the Nets Celtics game is going to be classic because
I think
Kyrie is coming back to Boston. And I know the Celtics are not going to have fans for sure. Or I don't know. Maybe I know the vaccine's coming out soon. Maybe they'll have
Golden
fans.
State. I can't wait for a Golden State Lakers game in. Like that's gonna be good.
That game's not Christmas though.
I know.
I
I
agree
know.
with Tages that the Nets Celtics game is going to be the best one of this. I feel they're battling for that 2 seed in their conference, and I feel like Kyrie.
I feel like I'm gonna be honest. We also get the news that the Celtics play Milwaukee on that Wednesday.
23rd.
Yeah, the first day.
23rd. No, second day.
23rd.
Second
I'm
day.
gonna be honest. If the Celtics go at least 1-1 or even 2-0 in both those games without Kemba Walker, I'll feel really good about the Celtics.
Well, this is the thing. Opening night games and those games don't really mean anything. Clippers beat the Lakers both times they played first
Yeah,
last season.
I know, but I'm just saying without Kemba Walker, it'll feel really good. Like that'll feel really good for all the young players.
I have a question.
Paul George.
David, just don't act like you weren't riding the Clippers.
What I'm saying is that those days won't mean much.
No games in the regular season mean anything. The Lakers teams, Boston can lose to all the top teams. They can still make the finals. Regular season doesn't matter. It's just your record. I wanted to say, it's Lakers Clippers opening night. Is it Nets Warriors?
Nets Warriors.
They're the first one, right?
That's tough for the Warriors. The Warriors have to go on an East Coast road trip to start out their season.
No, that's annoying.
Tough.
I wish it was a game in Golden State. I wish it was a home game so they can have fans there, like Nets in Golden State.
No, they can't because California is not, especially
opening night is gonna always. Opening night
San Francisco is not allowing.
It's gonna be. They're gonna have the two teams in the Staples Center play each other usually on opening night because they can get that out of the way.
Like
they both play in the same arena.
Yeah, but no. But
New York is worse than California.
New York is worse than California, but they're not gonna have fans.
No, Golden State's having fans. Golden State's having fans. I saw Golden State's having.
Yeah, I read it as well.
I think they said 50%. 25 to 50% capacity, and they're doing rapid testing though. Like, you can't go in the arena unless you get like the arena, and then they can let you in.
Like the day before, if you don't get tested the day before.
No, I think they made it rapid testing. Like they made it like in the moment testing. Like you have to get tested when you go there. I think that's how they're
preseason is in like preseason is in like a week, bro. Preseason's in like
so I know we anticipate the Celtics play the Nets again in the preseason.
Yeah, nobody's
preseason. A lot of people
in Boston too.
They're gonna be like 20 minutes max. All the good players.
No, I know LeBron and AD aren't 100%
no,
sure.
LeBron might play a few minutes preseason. He might play
like LeBron. I think AD will.
No, LeBron said like on Richard.
You cut out.
Jefferson's podcast. He said he's not going to play on preseason. He said he doesn't care about preseason.
Yeah.
On Richard Jefferson's podcast, LeBron said that he doesn't care about.
Okay. Yeah. But I think AD might play. Now it really makes sense for them to play. Like, what's the risk? Like, the benefit in that? Just like the scrimmages are more competitive. No, you can warm up in a team scrimmage. It's more competitive than a game against some scrubs.
I know the full regular season schedule comes out tomorrow, right? Or is it tomorrow or Saturday?
No, tomorrow's Friday.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know when
tomorrow or Saturday.
Wait. Do you think Kawhi and Paul George, out of every single person in the league, they're gonna play in preseason?
No, they're not. Okay,
so why would AD or LeBron play if Kawhi and
I was saying AD's gonna play, not LeBron.
Okay, I just want to make this one more point because I've seen too many people talk about it. Kawhi and PG cannot load manage this year. They cannot.
No, but they will. I know for a fact they're gonna load manage.
Why can they not?
Because they don't. It shows to their team that they don't care.
It's a shortened season.
Exactly. That's why. Like they have to be committed. Go ahead,
Load managing isn't like okay. Wait.
But they have no reason to load manage.
Listen. Paul George didn't load manage. Kawhi did. Paul George was injured.
But
anyways, for Kawhi's thing, he load managed to take longer breaks, and I don't think it's gonna be longer breaks this season. It's just gonna be short. So
David, there's no.
I don't want him to load manage, but he probably.
LeBron, the player who is in the finals every year, basically, he doesn't even load manage in the regular season.
He does.
Why are you interrupting me? He doesn't load manage. Like he plays. Bro, he plays more than Kawhi does unless he's injured, and he's been injured 1 year. Everyone knows this. LeBron plays more than Kawhi. LeBron played the finals and the first. Listen, let me finish. His first game back and the finals, the last game of the finals, will be 2 months apart. And he's not going to load manage as much as Kawhi. I don't think he's going to load manage as much as Kawhi. And he played in the finals. Kawhi got eliminated to the Denver Nuggets. Kawhi and Paul George have zero reason to load manage. Like, it's not acceptable.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying LeBron doesn't play.
Why is your mouth in your mouth?
Get your mic away from your mouth. It's not. I'm not saying LeBron didn't play more than Kawhi. I'm just saying LeBron also load managed sometimes.
No, Kawhi load manages every game. Yeah, I know he didn't.
No, he did. He missed like 6 games.
That's not load managing.
Yes. What are those games then? What is it, resting games?
No, some games he has like a sore, something sore, and he decides to take a break on that day. That's
called load managing.
Load managing is on a consistent basis. Load management is consistency. You can play. The load management is that you can play. You're just choosing not to, so you can have a break. Like, why would Kawhi do that? He's not the best. He's not the best player. He's not on the best team. he owes the Clippers something. He has to prove that he can do. He blew a 3-1 lead. He has to prove that he can play. Why is he sitting out? He needs to get as many minutes as he can. Clippers need chemistry. They have chemistry issues, and they have Paul George, who chokes in the playoffs every year. They need to play. They can't load. And LeBron's also 36, by the way, so you can't really compare them in that sense. Anyways, like an old guy needs more break than a guy 6 years younger than him.
Wait, we got to move on. We got to move on. All right. We're gonna do something else real quick. This is probably our last thing for this episode. It's way too early. 2021 deadline predictions. So basically, I'm gonna be giving you guys like we did with the free agency signing rankings. You're gonna be guessing the player. I'm gonna be telling you the team that they project him going to, in the trade deadline. So the first team is the Toronto Raptors, and they have the Toronto Raptors trading for a player that was already on their team before, and not DeRozan, and who plays in the Western Conference right now, on a playoff team.
No, this is not a playoff team. Okay, wait, nobody. I'm gonna look at the play in a Western Conference playoff.
Should I tell you what position he plays or no?
Is it Lou?
Lou Williams? No.
Go ahead.
Should I tell you what position he plays? All right. So
say guard, wing, or big. Don't say like the specific position.
Well, wing.
I'm just gonna say
guard.
that.
What?
I'm just gonna say that he's not a guard. He's not a guard.
Okay. That helps. A player that was how? Oh, is it PJ Tucker?
Yeah, I didn't know what position to say for PJ Tucker, but it is PJ Tucker. Because he was a center last year, but he's not going to play center this year. And they have the Raptors trading for PJ Tucker because they lost Marcus and Serge Ibaka. So you and David are both Raptors fans. So what do you guys think about this?
David, go.
Okay, I mean, I would not like not to want. I would want him. But, I mean, we don't really need, like, a center, and that's what it sounds like they're saying, like, that we need a center because Gasol and Ibaka are gone. We got Len and things, so we wouldn't really need a center, but I would love to have him back.
Like, okay, Len sucks, and we wouldn't need him.
He's better than Len.
Yeah.
He is better than Len, but
we're not playing. The Raptors aren't getting PJ Tucker and playing him at the 5 when you have Siakam at the 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we have OG at the 3. We have Norman Powell off the bench at the 2, and then we have Fred VanVleet at the 2. At the 1, we have Aaron Baines. Yeah, he is. Like he's gonna play center, and then we have Boucher off the bench at center too. Like we don't need, and we have Alex Len too. Like if we needed him, we don't need.
Yeah, we don't need him for center position.
Oh, we can get him like backup small forward, but
that's what I was thinking.
We would have to give up too much to try to get him. Maybe like Chris Boucher and someone for. No, I don't want to play him at center though. So I don't think it's like. I would like him on our team, but I don't think I would want to give up what we probably have to get him.
Same.
Okay. Next we have the Clippers, who is also one of David's favorite teams. Trading for someone that started his career with their team. He recently got moved to a new team in this offseason. He's a guard.
Chris Paul.
Not Chris.
Started
with the Hornets, yeah.
All right, so wait, can you tell me what team, what conference this guy was on before and what he is in now? What conference he's in now?
He was in the East. Now he's in the West.
Were either of them playoff teams?
The one in the East was. The one in the West is not currently.
He went to a non-playoff team.
Was not last year. Yeah, last year this team was the team that he's on last. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Oh. And playoff team in the
This is very tricky because you won't remember that he started. Yeah, Eric Bledsoe.
Bruh.
Eric Bledsoe. Because they need a guard.
I said that. I told David that.
I know. I think he would work. It's just what would we have to give up?
No, that would suck. Like, the chemistry issues on the team would be even worse by Paul George. Like. Yeah, no, bro, he sucks. Like he's so inconsistent. He's a good defender, though.
I think they should go. I think Spencer Dinwiddie and Derrick Rose should be on the top of their list.
No, not Derrick Rose. I don't think Derrick Rose.
I know. I do think Derrick Rose.
No, Derrick Rose. I think Derrick Rose is like worse than Eric Bledsoe in this sense. Like he doesn't defend.
How?
No, he doesn't defend.
No, I'm saying you'd give up a Lou Williams who doesn't defend as well.
No, they're not going to take Lou Williams for Derrick Rose. The age
Not
is
straight up, obviously.
no,
Not
but I
straight
mean,
up. What?
Lou's older by like quite a bit. He's worse. He's like kind of he can't play. No, like
Eric Bledsoe was a complete zero in the playoffs against the Heat. I watched that series and he didn't do anything.
no, I know, but he's
better
better than Derrick Rose, bro. Like Derrick
on offense, he's a zero, bro.
But Derrick Rose can't
Williams
play.
is
He doesn't do
Williams
it.
is 2 years older than.
Nobody's taking Lou Williams though. Like Derrick Rose is 32. Okay, Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
No, Lou
Derrick
Williams
Rose
is
32.
old. He's short. He can't defend at all. Like he's a horrible defender.
He's the same height as Rose.
But he
They're the
can't
same
defend. Like he's unathletic.
Rose can't defend either. Actually,
Rose can
So
defend
did-
better.
I don't know.
Neither of them can.
No, I wouldn't do that. I think Spencer Dinwiddie's better. He can defend better. He can shoot better.
Yeah, I know, but we'd have
yeah,
to.
that's why I said
That's what
either
I'm
or. I said
He's
yeah,
worth
they'd have
more.
to give up more.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
What?
What happened?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
All right. So if anyone cares about that, another breaking news.
There you go.
All right. All right. Next, we got this. We got the Hornets. Getting a player in the trade deadline. This player that they're getting is in the same conference. Was an All-Star. His career. NBA champion. And he's not a guard. He's not a guard.
what the heck? He's an NBA champion in the same conference. Can you tell me, like,
Can you tell me what conference?
they said East, bro.
East.
East.
Yeah, I said Hornets. East.
He said Hornets. Like, come on, bro. And he's was he on a playoff team last year?
Oh, he was on one of the worst teams in the league.
Well, who's
Love.
on?
Love.
No.
Love.
Oh, yes, Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Was Jedi Osman an NBA champion? I don't think he was on that 2016 team.
No,
Yeah, but he wasn't an all-star.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't an NBA champion. He never won a championship on the.
Yeah, I know he did.
Oh, he came in 2017. So that's the year they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah.
So Kevin Love to the Hornets. What
That's
do you guys
a
think about
horrible
this?
move. No.
I don't.
They said
Hornets win this.
big-
Why?
Why would they need another big contract along with Hayward's?
Give this group a starting five of Graham Ball, Hayward, Love, and PJ Washington, and the Hornets will be humming.
Well, who the hell would be the center? PJ Washington?
Let's put Kevin Love. Kevin Love can play center.
Cody
like-
Zeller, the GOAT.
Bro, that would make their point guard and their like center like.
What did you say? You cut out.
I said that would make their not even 4 inches. That would make them like 2 inches apart. Isn't LaMelo 6'8"? Yeah, he is.
6'7", 6'7".
He played. Kevin Love played center. Kevin Love played center in 2018.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but that didn't really end. But they had LeBron. He's like big. Like Hornets would have no
LeBron's the
big.
same height.
They would have a 6. Who? What do you mean? The same height?
He's the same height as Kevin Love.
No. I'm saying they had LeBron like on their team as well. Like they had another big guy. Because like if they're running LaMelo, he's tall but he's like skinny, and then they have Devontae, he's like 6 foot tall, and then Gordon Hayward, he's like 6'7", right? 6.
6'8". He's 6'8", 6'9".
Really? He's not like a
He's
big
6'9".
dude though.
He's not like strong, but he's.
No,
Yeah.
it says he's 6'7". It says he's 6'7".
Yeah, I think he is.
I thought he was 6'8", 6'9".
And PJ Washington.
I'm on Basketball Reference. It says he's 6'7".
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's 6'7". But it doesn't really make a difference. It's the team, like since they're gonna be garbage anyways, they might. I don't know who they're gonna trade for him, but I don't like. It's kind of irrelevant news. Move on.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to. Okay, so this actually has this team trading a player. It doesn't have anyone like getting a player. It's like a team that has had a player is now trading them. There's 2 more remaining, so we can just skip over this. I don't know why this is here. It says the Warriors sniff around Steph Curry's trade market.
What? There's no way. No. There's no way.
Why?
Not only are they not going to like, they won't even like look. First of all, they wouldn't look to trade Curry. They also wouldn't get any like Curry when he's been loyal to you his whole career. Like, what? They can't get any
Yeah,
value back
that's,
for Curry.
that's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
no chance. Who the hell would they get for him?
All right. Last one is a team. The Sixers.
Yeah.
Trading for someone who plays in an opposite conference and who's a guard and is an all-star.
Ooh, a Western Conference.
Western Conference.
No way it's D'Lo.
What do you say?
He said
No,
D'Lo.
it's not D'Lo. It's not D'Lo.
Who? What team is it again? Oh, the Sixers. On opposite
Western Conference guard.
Devin Booker. No. A guard all-star. Chris Paul. No. Guard. Oh, I didn't hear you. My bad.
It's not Chris Paul.
Donovan Mitchell. No,
No.
No, it's not Donovan Mitchell.
CJ McCollum. CJ McCollum.
wasn't an All Star.
No.
Paul George.
Wasn't an All Star.
Oh, Jamal Murray.
The team of the player made the playoffs. Oh,
Jamal Murray was an All Star.
Oh yeah, true.
He wasn't an all-star.
Let me look at the All Stars.
Portland, not Portland, Minnesota, not Minnesota. Lakers. No, they didn't have any guards. Houston. Is it? No, it can't be Harden.
It's Harden.
It's Harden.
Oh yeah, that would make sense. I don't know why we're supposed to.
Harden for
Yeah,
Simmons.
Oh, that's not a good. For who? Simmons and who?
No, it didn't say like the actual like pieces.
Oh.
It just says Harden and Simmons Blockbuster. So Harden for Simmons.
Okay,
Those are like the two main pieces.
this is what's gonna happen. It won't happen at the trade deadline. It would happen next off. It's like there's trade deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They
yeah,
wouldn't be able to do it now because of money.
whoever made this article is.
Unless they give it to
like-
Tobias.
Oh no, they said there are more pieces that like go along with.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
big
know, but
contracts.
like, why would the Rockets, unless they're doing really bad, why would they blow it up in the middle of? They're gonna
Yeah,
make the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I know.
I'm not saying I agree.
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs though. Like I'm sure of it. Top
I
five.
would love to see Harden and Embiid duo though.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me too. I like this.
I would
Maybe
want
that would be a
to
sick duo to watch.
I would love to see a Simmons and Embiid duo when they actually play together, and
Damn,
Embiid learns how to
I
play.
don't think that's gonna. I don't
Shooting
think.
that duo is insane.
I'm not a believer in that duo. Simmons
I'm
and
a
Embiid. I
believer
think-
that if Embiid can learn how to play basketball without like cramping up the paint, then they can actually be a good team.
I think if Simmons doesn't get a jump shot, then that duo doesn't work.
I think if you're getting rid of one, you get rid of Embiid. You build. I don't think you build around Embiid. Embiid.
Yeah, you get rid
Yeah,
of Embiid,
same,
but
same.
I'm just saying like if Simmons doesn't get a jump shot, then
Embiid's kind of.
no,
an injury.
I'm not saying get rid of Simmons. I'm saying if he doesn't
Yeah.
get a jump shot, that duo is not going to work.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what they need to. That's what they know. They have to build around Simmons the way they built Giannis, like with a Brook Lopez type center. Probably better though. Yeah, like a really good stretch five that actually shoots mainly.
Miles Turner on the sixth.
Maybe they can get like Victor Oladipo, Miles Turner.
They can take Kelly Olynyk. Just give us Embiid, bro. They can take Kelly Olynyk from us.
Kelly Olynyk.
That's
Kelly
fine.
Olynyk.
All right, we're gonna wrap up now. Nice episode. We went through the Westbrook-Wall trade. We did a few games. We're going to be doing our conference standing predictions as we hinted at it. Eastern Conference first, then Western Conference. Yeah, as usual, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you guys don't miss any videos. Comment down below what ideas you want to see from us next. NBA season starts in 20 days, so actually 19 days. So it's coming really, really fast. And yeah, we hope you guys stay with us for the NBA season. And yeah, peace.